the house, the one they talking about, word of mouth. The boxing playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.
What's up? This is Sakura A and Emilio Santana, and we're coming from you from Christmas, baby, Christmas week. We are full of happy and joy, and what else?
Hey, just happy. The year is almost over, y'all. 2022 coming up. Get ready.
Generosity, peace on earth, tranquility, all that good stuff. We loving it. And we got like some special guests with us that's been with us as friends the entire year. He's been really working and carrying on so hard. I can't keep up with him. Can you keep up with him? I mean, he is just everywhere. I mean, big screen too. We're talking about Showtime, baby. On them bright lights. We're talking about pay-per-views with Floyd Money Mayweather, baby.
Definitely been a great year for my man Chris.
He had more than a great year, if I might say so myself. Let's go ahead and introduce our boxing, well, he's what I call our official boxing referee, okay, for Boxing Playhouse. But he is the Florida Boxing Commissioner's judge and referee. And plus, he is our great friend and family. Christopher Young in the house.
What's going on? How y'all doing tonight?
We doing good, man. We were just all excited because we just saw you, you know, on the bright lights and big stage this weekend.
Yeah, man. I was shocked to be on that stage. I thank the Florida Athletic Commission for giving me the opportunity to be able to appreciate the main event on the Showtime.
Chris, I'm gonna need your autograph next time I see you.
Don't do that, man.
You've been seeing, man, this was a great year for you.
It has actually. I mean, I've always been in position to stay ready. Some of my assignments that I did get, it was like a last minute replacement. Somebody called in sick or whatever, and I'm always ready to go. My uniform stay at the ready.
Chris, what do you do to prepare for a big fight? Say when you get that call, or are you like a fighter? You stay. Is there a certain ritual you do, or you stay ready, or because you moving around that ring, 12 rounds like the fighters? What do you do to be ready for a big fight?
Well, normally, while working at the job, I've always got to stay fit because I'm always moving. But as far as preparation, I jog, I do some walking, and I try to stay myself in decent shape. But when I know I have an assignment, it's during a fight week, I watch what I eat. I try not to eat anything or as junk food or anything that can upset my stomach. And I try to zone in. Doesn't matter what fight it is, I take each event seriously. Because if the fighters can give me their best, I gotta give them my best. But during the week, I'm preparing, going over the rules, I'm watching videos, and if I know it's like a big event, if I know the fighters, like this past weekend, I didn't know which fight I'm going to get. So I basically did a research all the fighters on the card, from Javion Love to Amanda Serrano to Giovanni, and I'm doing research to only make sure what's their style, what the fight inside, fight outside, how they respond when they get hurt, all these things. Like, they fight dirty. Let's be real, it happens. So I want to get caught guard. I want to be prepared. If I'm in the ring, I'm 100% focused. And I'm not misplaced. I'm very short because my mind is already on Friday. My mind's already on Saturday, even though I'm at work. If I'm at home, I'm not as present than normal. Then once the fight is over, then I'm back over me.
So, the controversy this week, we got to get into it. Yes, you know Sakura is there for it. And Chris, guess what I got tonight, honey?
What you got tonight?
I got my
Oh,
Christmas cheer, that eggnog juice.
I don't like that eggnog. The eggnog is too good.
Yes, so I got to start this controversy up.
Well, I'd rather you get it in the beginning, late in the show, when you get them tipsy.
Well, okay, so here it is. I'm not tipsy yet, but you may have seen a couple of posts this week, as well as some of your close commissioners and different, referees and things like that contacting you, because the big thing now is that Paul versus Woodley was a fixed fight. Apparently, there's a little glitch in a glove that Paul does right before he has the knockout with Woodley. This is indicating to the skeptics that was some type of notification with the glitch in the hand movement that told Woodley it was time for him to open up so that Paul could land the punch. I know you already knew where I was going with the glitch, but we had to, just let the audience know, for those that are, not in the know or don't know what it meant for the hand glitch.
Hey, Chris, before you say anything, I also heard yesterday, that you gave a wink that signaled the knockout punch.
That he?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even hear that one.
I heard you blink your left eye.
Are you serious? He ain't serious. He lies.
I don't play by the type of game. My activity is anything else. But to answer your question, do I believe this is rigged or fixed? No, I didn't. I encourage people to watch the fight again. Is it the only, with the 6 rounds, the only round that he gives that? I guess he did it again in the 3rd round. I just do it in the 4th. Just do me a favor, go back and watch the fight. Okay, that little hand glitch, I've seen it with other stuff. I've seen Carlos Walker do it. I've seen Leo Cruz do it. I didn't see anything that will indicate put my hands down and let my opponent, who's down near about 200 pounds, to get a free shot off of me, and for me to go to sleep. He does not. If it was rigged, why would you put himself in that situation, not knowing how he would come out from that? So I'm not buying that. There's some things that happen in round 5, round 6 that set that punch. That was not looking punch. I can go further if you want to.
Okay, well, first we have a guest, Mrs. Linda Platt, who's our amazing photographer. But she said that there's a feedback. So is there a way you can turn down your volume just a little bit?
Me?
Yes. I'm going to do the same and see if that helps. Okay. Linda, you tell us if you hear a glitch as well or echo. Now, all right. So what you saying basically is that there's no way that someone would knowingly allow themselves to be knocked out, not knowing the outcome of that knockout medically, the severity of CTE damage, or the fact that some actual fighters each year die from head trauma. So basically, you're saying that is the number one reason why there's no way that was a fixed fight.
Negative. I mean, at the time of the stoppage, Jake Paul has 75% knockout ratio. So I'm thinking about all the heavy hitters of real boxers or boxers who are advanced, like Kovalev, Deontay Wilder, Ernie Davis, anybody like that. Would you allow them to get a free shot off you like that? Not knowing what the outcome is going to be.
Right, not take it further than that, because I also feel like not just what you're saying, but also the fact that Woodley is a winner. He's used to winning. That's not the type of personality or athlete that is going to want to take an L under any circumstances, much less a hardcore, completely out before you hit the mat knockout.
Yes, he was not happy. He was very upset with himself, and more embarrassed, and very upset with himself in the ring. There's things that the camera did not show when I was in the ring with him, and to the point that he didn't want to hurt his mother. That's how angry he was.
Okay, so tell us once again, when you were actually in that particular round, there was already a cut that had occurred before that to Jake Paul.
Yes. I want to say the second or third round that they got in close, and Jake threw a punch. And what Tyron Woodley did, he blocked, but he blocked like this with his elbow, and his elbow flayed Jake Paul's brow. And when I saw that, I called the time. And I asked him, was he okay? He says, yeah, I won't give him up to 5 minutes to recover. In which I'm sort of shocked that he didn't take it, because I've seen a lot of fighters get hit with a headbutt and they may need some time to recover. He says, I'm fine. Well, I don't think he was fine, because Tyron Woodley came in there and threw 2 right hands that landed on Paul, and Paul started back up. Then he clinched again. So I thought the 2 right hands that Woodley landed after the accidental elbow sort of stunned Paul. And in my personal opinion, I thought maybe Woodley won that round because of that. He closed pretty strong. But it was an accident.
Yeah. Now, I saw it as an accident too. Like he was just getting ready to defensively defend himself, and his elbow caught his head, Paul's head. But there's already blood in the situation now. Did you feel like this was about to be a hard fight for Paul at that point? Or did you feel like, wow, anything can happen in this fight still? Like, tell me where your mindset was at that point once you started seeing that there was actually blood that was going to be a factor in the fight.
Well, the thing that came to my mind was a possible stoppage, because any accidental foul before the 4 rounds is no contest. And of course, the fans have been very upset. But if he couldn't continue, he couldn't continue. But I didn't think the cut was severe enough or close to his eye to prevent him to continue to fight. So I let them continue to brawl. It was a difficult fight to officiate because there was a lot of holding and hugging and bumping of the heads and whatnot. But what you expect when I have 2 individuals in the ring that are not experienced boxers. But it is what it is.
Wow. So now getting back to the 4th round, and there's only 2 more rounds in the fight. You're officiating, you're staying back in your lane, which, by the way, I love the way that you referee, because you kind of like, very low key, and you're not trying to be like a third man in the fight. You're trying to let them fight, but still make sure that all the rules are being followed. That's what we call perfect judging for us. Perfect refereeing for you. Now, here we go. All of a sudden, bang! You see the shot. Did you see Paul in any way try to adapt or look down at the body like he was going to go to the body? Did you see the setup happening before the actual knockout?
I want to say in the 4th or 5th round, I noticed Jake Paul fainted. Woodley did not bite. So Woodley did the same thing. He did this. Jake Paul didn't bite. So in the 5th round, Jake Paul caught him with a good right uppercut to the body. And it bothered him. So I saw Tyron Woodley switch over temporarily to a southpaw stance, and he started back up. I said, okay, the body shot hurt him. Fast forward to the 6th round. Jake Paul threw a little flurry, punch did not land. And then I saw Jake Paul do this. When he did that, Tom Woodley put his hands down and put his hands back up. Jake Paul reset it and moved to his right. And he fake jabbed to the body, looked down, and came over the top with the right hand. Very similar to the Canelo and Khan knockout. But Canelo and Khan knockout was more prettier. But it was very similar to that. And the shot was amazing because the actual punch from Jake Paul hitting Tom Woodley, the spray of the sweat hit me right there in my chest. Then he collapsed. At that moment, my concern was for the fighter, because that was a serious blow, and I will make sure that he's all right. I'm glad the doctors came in there very, very quickly and make sure that his cervical spine was intact and make sure he was all right. But once the fighters go down like that, my concern is safety. So my job is not over. Once the fight is over, I got to still tend to the fighter.
You know what? I want to talk about that for a minute too before we get into more of the controversy. But the fact that a lot of people don't understand, when you have a man down in the ring, there's always some controversy over whether his opponent who won the fight should be celebrating, should be jumping around the ring, people trying to get inside the ring, this and that. Can you officially put this situation to bed for us and tell people how they should, be reacting in that situation, and what's legal and what's not? Okay,
and every fight I have done, whether small or large, any fighters that I have officiated, they've heard the speech from me. I say in case of a serious knockout or serious injury, that you happen to do, let's say, ESPN knockout highlight, cornerman, do me a favor, stay on the outside, nobody comes into the ring. Because I need the doctors and paramedics to tend to that fallen fighter. Because when it comes to head injury, precious seconds do matter. I say that every time. So when it happened, you probably noticed me, I'm pointing at the corner, stay away, stay out. Now look to my right, I see this woman who hops up, she jumps over the railing and hops up onto the apron. I didn't know who she was. Find out later on it was Woodley's mother. Okay, and I told the group people clear the ring, because I don't want nobody like this celebrating on top of the ropes, because I don't want nobody preventing our officials, our doctors to, like I said, to shoot that the fallen fighter. We're just trying to prevent delay.
Okay, so officially, at what point people should not be in the ring during the time of medical service is what I'm trying to get to.
Nobody should be in the ring. We have inspectors on the outside to help keep security. I say provide security, make sure nobody comes into the ring. And what's supposed to happen was the fighter that won the bout supposed to stay in the furthest neutral corner. But due to the chaos of promotion, I saw people jumping up. I wasn't worried about Jake. I was worried about people coming in. Because if one came in, 4 or 5 come in there, then my officials cannot come in and tend to Mr. Woodley.
Okay. So let's get this straight. So they also should not be blocking the actual steps and things to get into the ring, so the medical staff can get to the actual ring to get in.
Correct. We should have 3 steps. One for the red corner, one for the blue corner, one for in the neutral corner, to access the fighter at any point. Because we have a doctor in each corner. We have a physician in the red, physician in the blue. And sometimes you may be lucky to have a third doctor, but we use normally a minimum of 2 physicians.
All right, so we do have some comments here. I don't know why, Chris, but you still do have an echo, and I'm not sure why. We can hear you clearly, but I think there's some issue with you echoing. So I don't know if you can sit a little closer to the mic, or if you have a different type of mic connected or something that can be disconnected, like earpods or something. But
it's better.
We'll have to wait and allow them to say whether or not it's better or not. So just We'll just see. Oh, okay. I just got a message. No, it's not better. You know what I would like for you to do? Can you close out and then come back in? And let's see if that works.
Okay, I will do that.
All right. Thanks, Chris, because we need
All
people
right.
to hear this. They are complaining that they cannot hear you.
All right. I'll be back.
Okay, thanks. All right, Miss Linda, we are working on this audio for you right now. We're going to save any comments that were coming in for Chris so that he can actually hear it. Let's see if we got any other comments. Okay, most of the comments were for Chris. So we're okay here. Let's just go ahead and talk for a second about Paul versus Woodley. I want your specific opinion, Emilio, which is, do you think it was fixed or not?
No, I never thought it was fixed. You know, I saw what was happening. Big Paul, he faked like he was going to Woodley body. He came in low like he was going to his body. Woodley had his hands up high. You know, I guess at first he was thinking, you know, he was going to get hit in the head. And so I think when Jake Paul came in low, Woodley dropped that left hand like he was going to protect the body. And that's when Paul came over top with the right hand and caught him flush. You know, it was reminiscent of when Hearns fought Hagler. Hearns kept looking at Duran's stomach, and Duran was thinking he was going to hit him in the stomach, and then Tommy came up top with a right hand and caught Duran, you know, almost similar fashion. You know, it's that feint to the body, you know, having the guy think he's going to hit the body.
Yeah.
And then they start trying to block the body, and then you feint him and come up top, and he caught him, you know, up top with a right hand.
Right.
So I never thought, and he hit him so hard, I mean, if I'm a fake get knocked out, I'm going to say, hey, man, hit me in the body or something, and I'm going to go down. I ain't going to get hit in the head and fall face forward and fall on my head. You know, it's been guys been injured. You know, that's a hard fall to fall face forward. You know, Ric Flair fall face forward and your head hit the mat. You know what I mean? So I never thought that was fake. And you could hear the punch. And like Chris said, you see the sweat just fly everywhere. He hit him hard, you know, so I know Chris heard that punch loud standing right next to them guys, because we heard it loud. So
right.
It's no way, man. I don't know. That's just people that like the great Roger Mayweather say, you don't know shit about boxing, man. You just, you know, we live in such a fake world. They think everything is fake, but that was a real punch.
Yeah, Chris, do you have anything to add? I just wanted, for the record, I just asked Emilio, do you think it's fake or not? I need you to also say your opinion officially too.
No, I don't think it's fake.
Okay. I feel like this kind of thing happens all the time because people are not used to actually seeing certain skills and maneuvers in the ring anymore. A lot of boxing fans, they like the Mexican style, which I do too, which is just bow, 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 bow. You know, you're not trying to protect yourself. You're willing to take a punch for a punch. You're inside. You're doing the inside game. You know, and then when you have somebody that stands on the outside and they're doing a little bit more slick boxing, you have less boxing fans that really know and understand what's going on to create an impactful, effective, aggressive type fight or punch. So they don't realize the foot movement. They don't realize when you're feigning. Like you recognize the feigning that he started doing. Like they don't catch little hints and nuances that these slicker boxers have. And I think that's a reason why they're less appreciated in the sport. It's just because people don't understand that well. So when you have Paul, they also, when it comes to Paul, they're in denial that the man does actually have some serious power. You got some people that think it's all fake and they don't realize, like, this man is actually laying out people and they are not, like, they have no function. Like, it's one thing when you get knocked out in a suit, you're not really out. You know, you're injured, but you're a little dazed, but you're not really, like, laid out. Paul is laying people out. Like, that's a different level of power. The only other person we have right now that is doing that type of stuff is someone like a Wilder, a Deontay Wilder. So I think there's two things going on here that is making people want to believe that something like this couldn't happen. Now, I do have a friend, a close friend. He is on the opposite side. He believes that this was fake. He believes that money, pure money, caused Woodley to allow himself to get punched out, not knowing the outcome. Number one, because he said he would do it if it was that kind of money involved. And number two, he don't really believe these YouTubers have the talent. Well, that specifically Jake Paul, he don't feel had that type of talent and skill to understand how to open and create, an aggressive punch. Yes. So what do you think?
Well, before he made his first pro debut, he was training for 18 months. Reason why I know this because Shane Mosley told me in 2020. So if he was under the training of, let's say, BJ Flores or Shane Mosley, he had to learn something.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying he's elite. I still consider him a novice. But right now, he's considering picking his fights and moving his way along like some promoters pick the fights for their top prospects.
Chris, do you think Jake Paul going to eventually, start fighting real fighters and maybe even try to, work his way up into like a title contention? Do you see him trying to go that far with it?
Well, he was supposed to fight Tommy Fury, and the event almost got canceled. So they had to try to prep somebody, and Tyron Woodley was happened to be available, and the event went on. But hopefully, him and Tommy Fury would get along, because I think Tommy is 7 wins and no losses for by knockout. So I think if he was in the ring with somebody like a Tommy Fury or somebody with similar record, I think you'll be able to see how far or how close he is as far as actual boxing skill.
I'm seeing even Chavez Jr. name being thrown around as a possible opponent.
That fight, I don't know. Because I believe Chavez could be the heavy favorite.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, even though Chavez is on the downside of his career, he still had, 50-plus fights?
Right.
Well, breaking news, guys. Breaking news. It has been reported that Jake Paul's team is doing just that. They are in official talks with Chavez Jr. to see about a possible bout. They have started with a number that Chavez Jr. said is inappropriate. He says the only way that he would be doing that if it was a 50-50 split with the pay-per-view. He would not take anything less than that. And I think the reason why he's saying that is because no matter how much he loses or the different things that he has going on in his life that don't match up with a serious professional boxer, his fans have been very steady. They have been relentless to support him in every fight because he's the son of a legend and because he has some really entertaining antics that also remind me of one Jake Paul. So he may be feeling like I can bring in just as many pay-per-view buys as you can. So they are actually wanting to do this. And Linda's question is, do people really want to see Chavez Jr.? Well, the answer is yes, because he's at least a professional boxer. So people want to see Paul against a professional boxer. And I don't believe they would mind seeing him against Chavez Jr. as the first boxing opponent. Because, there's levels. And they wouldn't mind as long as it's a crossover to actual boxing professional. So I think they would be interested in this fight, especially the Mexican fans. And Jake Paul has gotten to the point now where people want to look and see so they can see if he's gonna actually lose.
Hey, Chris.
What's up, man?
Hey, didn't Anderson Silva beat Chavez Jr. in a fight?
You sure did. It was, I think it was a split decision or majority decision in Mexico.
Well,
But Anderson Silva used to be a boxer too. People forget about that.
Right.
Yeah, a lot of these MMA people, they feel like they don't have any boxing skill, but they do have some boxing experience, but they just have a different stance and they move around a different way that they definitely couldn't get away with in the real boxing world. Am I right?
Correct.
Hey, if they do fight, Chris, I want to see you back in there as the ref.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool if we could get that, because, the one thing about it is we love to see our boxing family expand and grow. We're not haters. Anytime we see somebody that's in our circle doing well, we are genuinely happy for them.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Linda said, why mix the two arts?
Why mix the two arts? Well, that is the new trend right now, Linda. For if you're what you call a novice boxer, or you're doing exhibition type fights, then you can bring in an MMA fan base if you have an MMA name-worthy star. Bare Knuckles Fighting Champs is also known for bringing in MMA talent as well, but doing bare knuckles, the original boxing, people. I don't know why people get this confused. It's the original form of boxing. So
Yes, it is.
this is a trend that people really feel like, is fun to watch.
Hey, Lisa.
I mean, Chris, are you in for it? Do you like it? I mean, I like it.
Man, I've done several bare knuckle boxing matches or fighting matches, and I think how the rules are set up is even the playing field, because you would think that a traditional boxer will win, but then you have the MMA guy where he can hold behind the head, underhooks, overhook to neutralize the boxer's movement, and the fight's is fast and furious.
Chris, I'd like to see Jake Paul in there with the juggernaut.
And a bare knuckle boxing.
Oh, that's an interesting question. Yeah.
Lorenzo can put them gloves on.
I would say both. I would like to see both. I want to see the bare knuckles
Hunt.
and the boxing. Hey, let's make it happen. I mean, they're both kind of cruiserweight / heavyweight.
They'll sell a fight too, because Lorenzo know how to sell a fight.
That's true. He would talk shit about Paul nonstop. It probably would be along the lines of how Rolly was picking on Davis. Like, I could see it going that way. With the little troll videos. All right, so we're back to our comments. The first thing, keep going back. Oh my. Okay, here we go. All right. Amber from Houston. She says, hello, Chris. I thought you did a great job. Love you, Boxing Playhouse. Oh,
Thank you, Amber.
Thanks,
That means a
Amber.
lot.
We appreciate that. And we got Lisa. She says, what's next for you, Chris? And who is your favorite ref? Oh, that's a good question.
Goodness. I got a bunch of them. I like Art McKinney Sr. I like Tony Week. I like Kenny Baylor, Mills Lane, Richard Steele. I study from them, and the current ones. Even when I'm at home watching boxing, I watch the referee, see what he does. I see what her does. I like Sparkle Lee. Every time I can see her in the ring, that's excellent. There's not enough female referees.
I like Steve Willis.
Yes.
You like Steve Willis for the wrong reasons. He's entertained by how intensely he is into the fights and the faces he make while he's refereeing. So that's
Imagine the face he would have made when when what's his name hit.
When Paul hit Woodley.
Can you imagine the face he would have made, Chris? Oh my God.
No wonder, like, Chris would be like, yeah, man, from now on you gonna do that, cause, you know, that face right there was too much. Shout out to Gerald Jr. that's waiting behind the scenes. We see you. So and he was gonna come up with his interview in just a few minutes. So, Chris, to round out this, we're gonna keep going on your comments.
Okay.
So, at one point, Linda has said Christopher is right. I don't know about what, though, because we didn't get to read it then. But she does say maybe the refs should be at the corners corners know who should or should not be in the ring after the fight. Oh, okay. So she thinks that you're right about, you know, how the corners should be and stuff when someone injured. She says, really good interview. And then she says, there are always too many people jumping into the ring after the fight, been like that for years. Right. That's true.
But I gotta thank for the athletic commission and inspectors for keeping the crowd back until Mr. Woodley was able to stay on the stool, and then we were able to allow his trainers and his mother to come in to see about him.
Yes. Somebody even told me they thought it was fake because Woodley's mom was over talking to Paul instead of, like, you know, watching or taking care of her son.
Okay, let me tell you what happened on that. When she came into the ring, Jake Paul met her halfway and says, your son is an effing beast. He's a legend. So she was complimenting her son. She says, thank you, you're a nice young man, but let me go see about my son. So she made her way to see Tyrone, and Jake Paul, for some reason, he beat her to the punch, put his arm around him, and says, thank you so much, man, you're a legend, I appreciate it. And Mr. Woodley wasn't hearing none of that. He just looked at him side-eye, and this mean mug. The mother came up to try to hug her baby, and I think he was still concussed.
Right.
But she was trying to see about him. She put her arms around him, but he just wouldn't even make eye contact with his mother. I just think he was still buzzed and mad. And you know, it, like you said, like I was saying, I felt like, you know, Woodley was like, you know, a little embarrassed about the situation because he likes to win. He's usually the winner. He's not used to losing. That's nothing that he doesn't really know that much about, much less like being knocked out cold like that. Because you think about it, less than 3 years ago, he was world champion in UFC. So you don't take losing very well.
We got Florida Boxing Hall of Famer Danny Santiago in the house. Also our host for Latin America, that's on every Wednesdays at 8 p.m. And let's say, he says, great ref, took a clinic in June at the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame. He's the real deal.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Aw, that's so sweet.
Chris, your moniker again is hey, what's Chris' moniker again?
Chris got a moniker?
Yeah, he got the with the hat and the
DFOB.
Is that it?
Oh, that's what it is. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah, we like that, and we like your signature green gloves.
Yeah,
the medical gloves.
Gotta stand out a little bit.
We got legendary Lisa McClellan
Lisa, what's
in
up?
the house, ready to see her nephew. What's up, Lisa? Taking care of the G-Man as always. And let's see, who else? All right. Joel says, Christopher, great job. I love how you all allow the boxers to fight, but still command the ring. I always look forward to seeing you in the ring. All right. That's awesome. Thanks, Joe. We appreciate you.
Thank you, Mr. Hannah.
Okay.
Real KO.
Danny Santiago. He's a former boxer. He says that was a real KO.
Definitely
yes, ma'am.
Definitely was.
And then Nicole Alexander says, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Nicole.
What's
Merry
up,
Christmas.
Nicole? Merry Christmas to you. Chris, we're going to go ahead and invite Gerald McClellan's son and new prospect to our podcast. Would you like to stay on and ask a question or two?
No problem.
All right, so what we have here is a number one prospect. I'm calling him number one, of course, because he's G-Man's son. We got Gerald McClellan Jr., son of G-Man. I know that's what SOG means. What's up, Gerald? Where you at? We just saw you. Your face is... What happened to your camera? Turn your camera back on for us.
I'm trying to.
I know, he was just on there. I don't know what happened. There you go. Okay.
Hey, how y'all
Now
doing?
turn your camera the sideways. Turn your camera the wide way, like the long way, so we can see. There you go. There you go.
Hey, okay.
Okay.
Can everybody see me good?
Yeah, we see you.
Yes, what's up? Okay, first thing first, I'm looking at you. I'm seeing some G-Man there.
I see Gerald.
Very, very handsome young man.
I see Gerald.
You see Gerald
Yeah, I
too?
see Gerald.
Chris, what about you? You see some G-Man in him? I see it.
Man down.
I mean, it's right all across here with the eyes and everything too. My first question to you has to be, do you think you have the killer instinct that G-Man McClellan had back in the day?
I have to answer your question very truthfully. Yes, I got it.
Don't have me on the edge of my seat like that, man.
Listen,
Because, I want to put you up there.
Like, it's just, I don't know, like, the mentality, the thought process, the whole killer instinct is just been there since I was younger. So, you know, that's just how I fight. That's how I am. That's just me.
Gerald, what city you reside in, man? Where you at?
Right now, I'm currently living in Rockford, Illinois.
Oh, Rockford?
Okay.
That's about 30 minutes away from Freeport, my hometown.
I don't know
Okay.
if your auntie told you, man, but I went to school with your dad in Milwaukee.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Almost got knocked out by your daddy, man. I messed around and bumped into him, man, and he was ready to knock me out, man.
Hey, like,
he was a mean dude, man.
Well, we already got some comments here. One from the Florida Boxing Hall of Famer, Danny Santiago. He says his pops was a beast. Best of luck, man. Many blessings, my brother.
Thank you.
We got Lisa Reno. She says, I see too. He is very handsome.
Gerald.
Oh boy, here we go.
Talk to him.
Miss Linda Platt, she says, looks like his dad. All right. So
Man down again.
I know he's having problems. This camera don't want us to see how good looking he is. That's what's going on. So now I gotta switch it from how handsome you are to the fact that I saw your first win this last Saturday night, and oh my goodness, wow! I mean, you had a body punch that opened up your opponent, and then you was able to basically finish him a little after that. Can you go ahead and describe to us how you saw that punch coming and how you was able to react? Because you looked very calm in there, even though you was getting ready to finalize his ring situation. So, explain it.
Okay, so I'm gonna walk y'all through it. Okay, so now we had looked at previous takes on this guy that I fought with probably like days notice, because this actually was the fifth guy that was supposed to fight me, because there was 4 fighters before him that took the fight and they pulled out.
Wow.
And I gotta get used to that right there, because that's like the gift and the curse. Like, you know, by me having my dad, you know, first and last name, me being a junior, you know, a lot of guys, you know, that might get, you know, matched up with me. They might think like, oh man, this is the son of a legend, man, you know, and people might get discouraged or whatever. So, you know, the first guy, we had him about like 2 months prior, and then I want to say after a month he pulled out. Then my promoter, Skylar Thompson, he's a wonderful promoter, wonderful matchmaker. He had a backup for me, so he found a guy quick just like that. You know, we had him for probably like, I say, a few weeks. He pulled out. You know, he had an excuse. Then another guy, this was the third guy, I guess he had a medical issue, you know, so he pulled out. So we get all the way to the fifth guy, and he was like, yeah, I'll take the fight. So, you know, big up to Taylor, Talik Taylor, that took the fight on such short notice.
Yes.
You know, that was real brave for him. You know, he didn't really care about, you know, the name, anything like that. Which, you know, me being a fighter, you know, I'm not gonna like me coming into a fight. If I'm well prepared and I'm a fighter and I want to fight, I'm not gonna care about, you know, the hype around a fighter, or, you know, a fighter's bloodline, and, you know, where he comes from. You know, I respect it, but, you know, I'm still gonna take the fight, because if this is what I do, this is my profession, this is my craft, I love this, I got a passion for it, well, then I'm gonna fight. So, you know, now each guy was so crazy is what I thought was crazy. Each 4 guys that pulled out, they had more than 7 to 8 pro fights under their belt. And this is my pro debut. So now.
So you're gonna have problems with the name. The name is gonna cause people to really try to avoid you, and we do know of a couple of sons that are from boxing, you know, world champions and things like that from this area, and they have a similar issue as well with their opponents, or the opponent wants too much money because they're fighting somebody with a name. So, I mean, in the future, how do you think you will be able to maneuver around that what do you call it? A barrier.
Yeah. So like okay, so this guy Taylor that I fought, he actually had about 22, 23 pro bouts. So technically, you know, I don't know, like any other fighter or coaches, you know, might look at that and like, oh, well, he has way more experience, you know, in the pro leagues than, you know, my fighter. But the thing I like most about my camp, me, my trainer, Troy Smith, my cut man, Shane Adams, we have an unbelievable belief in what we all are doing. Like, we know with me, the power is there, the speed is there, the killer instinct is there, the heart is there, the toughness. I can actually box. I'm not just one of these uh son of a legend or a champion, you know, who just has the name or has the likeness of their father. No, I really can rumble. I really am a beast, and I will show that with each and every fight that I have. With each and every fight. And I've been waiting on this opportunity for so long, and I'm so hungry, and I'm just
Right.
gonna show the world after each fight.
Okay. Do one of you guys have a question for G?
Gerald, what weight class you fight at?
Light heavy,
Light
175.
heavy? Okay.
You think you're gonna stay
now
there?
let me say this. Okay, so
Oh, wait a minute. Your auntie Lisa is saying that she's having a little problem hearing you. So can you turn the volume up just a little? I'm sorry.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, but she's having a problem hearing you for some reason. So, I mean, can you turn the volume up some?
Yeah, hold on.
Hey, Drew, I got a question when you get in.
Okay. Hey, Lisa, can you hear me now?
I'll ask her in the background, but just go ahead with Emilio's question, and then Chris has a follow-up question.
Okay. What was your question?
I was asking what weight class are you at? You said light heavyweight. Is that where you want to stay at?
Okay, so my father was middleweight 160. Now he would get down to 160, you know, during training camp and weigh in at 160. And then after the fight, he would rehydrate to his walk around weight, which would be like 180, sometimes 185, whatever. Now, me, I'm naturally a bigger person than my father.
Right.
Okay.
So I walk around at 205, 200.
Wow.
So,
that's a bridging weight.
now, I mean, like I just, my mother's side, you know, she like her siblings, they all built like football players, so you know,
so you got a little bit of that going on.
Yeah,
right.
But I mean, like, if you look at my legs, man, I got legs like my dad, man. My dad got little skinny chicken legs, man.
I
But
understand.
I mean, like, I got my father's like I got my father's build. I got his build, but I carry a little bit more muscle on my frame than he did.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So you know, if I walk around and fluctuate from 205 to 200, you know, at 175, I'm a complete animal. Like I feel like my power is so scary that a 175 pounder cannot take my power. And you know, now let me point this out. Okay, so like I said, my opponent that I just faced, he took the fight on like probably like 4 days notice. So he wasn't able to make weight.
Okay.
So we did a catch weight.
Okay.
Now I didn't have to fully drop down to 175. I met him at, I weighed in at 187, and he was every bit of like 192.
Okay. And that's the kind of things that's behind the scenes that a lot of, you know, boxing fans don't realize is like, you know, last minute things that make it where you really don't even fight in the zone that you wanted to fight. But I just want to know, would you have been able to make the weight had you had someone as an opponent that would have met that 175 requirement? Where you own weight, you know, where you own target?
Of course. Everything was going according to plan, but you know, when I kind of got a little bit frustrated because it's like the first, the second, the third, the fourth opponent just keep on pulling out. And you know, it's like I kind of got the word just a tad bit because I have such a huge following and a lot of love and supporters, like from my hometown of Freeport, Illinois. Like
Right.
when I say that I am fighting for a whole entire town,
Mhm.
like everybody's rooting me, cheering me on, like everybody, like is I have unbelievable love and support, you know, from all of my fans, my supporters that's following me. I even
So
have
that
a lot of my
caused you
dad's
to be
fans.
a little stressed when the fight was being kind of like iffy, right? Like just not knowing, and then you got all
Yeah,
these supporters trying to come
yeah,
to the fight, which Lisa did show me. Like a lot of the fans were there to watch you, and we're from the Freeport area, so yes, we do see that you already are being shown a lot of love, which is amazing. And I'm sure that's going to grow once some of G-Man's fans realize that his son is following in his footsteps. You're going to have a lot more people that's going to want to support you as well. Now, Chris, you go ahead and follow up with your
yeah,
question.
What's going on, G-Man Jr.?
yeah.
Hey, you comment about your power, your speed, your killer instinct. What is your greatest physical attribute in the ring?
Man, like it's hard to say because I like everything. Like I have a nice like okay. If you go back and watch the fight, there's clips on my Facebook. I just uploaded some clips on my YouTube channel. Now the guy, he hit me with a good shot, with one good shot, and you can see that. But it didn't faze me because I have a nice chin. So once you look at this fight and you see him hit me with this one good I think it was like an overhand right, and you know I took it and I stayed on the game plan. You know I didn't flinch or nothing like that. So my chin was tested in my first fight because that was a big hit that he hit me with. But it didn't phase me. You know, I kept on going. You know, me and my team, we had a mission to complete, and you know, we got it done. But I would say my chin, my toughness, my power, my speed, I love my jab. I love my jab. Like I think I love my jab more than anything because my jabs is the key to everything, to opening up so many doors within the fight. And I knew going in this fight, me and my corner knew that he could not take any body punch at all. So his fight he had probably like 9 months ago, he got put down from a body shot. So we seen that. We was like, okay. And we literally put together a game plan in like 72 hours. So, and I'm a body snatcher like my dad is, and like I like going for the body. I like breaking them down, body, head, get them up out of there. But we had a game plan. Keep jabbing them to the body, downstairs, upstairs, downstairs, upstairs, confuse them. Don't do nothing crazy. Don't lunge in. You know, if an opening you know presents itself, take it. And you know, so I'm feeding my jab. I'm upstairs. I'm feeding my jab. So he keep on covering up like this. Then I shoot to the body. Boom. Shoot to the body. Boom. I keep on doing it upstairs, downstairs. So I'm confusing him so much because he probably never even been hit as hard to the body with any type of jabs before in any fight that he had, because the way he was so surprised that I kept on going to his body with my jab, like it just kept on opening him up. So I go up to the top, go down to the bottom. He up here, he down here, he up here, he down here. And then I just seen the opening, and I took it.
Hey Gerald, if Jake Paul called you tomorrow, what would you say to him, man?
I want him so bad. I want him so bad. Listen. I want him so bad because first and foremost, I love the sport of boxing. And I mean, I'm not gonna say he making a mockery out of the sport because like, but he is though, but he ain't because I guess this is what he chooses to do. But at the same time, if you gonna do it all the way. Like Tyson Fury brother. Take that fight. Don't take this second fight that's easy with Woodley because Woodley was like that was light work. That was listen, you got guys in gyms all over the world that's putting in dog work. In the gym, what we call dog work, going to the gym, becoming gym rat and just living in the gym. Living in the gym 24/7. That's their life. They don't have no life outside of the gym. Now, you got this YouTuber who's already a millionaire decides, well, I ain't got nothing else to do with my life, you know, I'm so bored, I might as well, you know, I got enough money, man, to pick some fights, man, make it look easy and, you know, get in this sport, man, that, you know, kind of like, it's like the guys who put blood, sweat, and tears in this sport and got a love for it that may not even get the type of chance or opportunity or get placed on a platform that Jake Paul is on. Like you just fight somebody real. Like that's like fight me. I'm your weight. Fight me.
Well, we definitely have enjoyed talking to you.
I would like that fight though. That's the fight I would like.
That seemed like a nice fight, you know, and it sounds like you would be going into it not just for a money grab, but to actually, you know, school somebody that you think might not have as much skill and show like why boxing is an art form. So I really like that.
Exactly.
You know, that lane of it. Now, tell us exactly how we can find you on your social media pages so that, you know, our fans and followers can follow you. Your auntie Lisa is already upset with these women for wanting to say that you are nice looking. But
she said, Gerald, Renee said, Gerald, are you single?
Well, listen. I'm gonna say this. I am happily married.
Okay. I like it.
Me and my wife have a whole football team of kids, and you know we my youngest sons actually go to the gym with me. I have it's three Geralds. It's my dad, that's Big Gerald, and then me. I shouldn't be saying this, but my dad's side of the family called me Little Gerald.
Okay. Well, I mean that's how they do it. Oh, your volume went out right quick. Hello? Oh, it's getting worse. Well, are you there? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, so we need to get your Instagram page because we got our next guest waiting to come in. He's a WBC heavyweight, silver title, and he is who would he like to be called? OJ, which is scary in itself, but it's Brandon Moore, baby. So let's go ahead and get your social media information, Gerald Jr. And also, we want to know exactly what you like to be called.
Okay. All right, first off, my name is, I'm going to give y'all my social medias, okay? So, My dad actually named me G-Man after him.
Okay.
So that stuck. Now, everybody calls me G-Man, but I'm branding the name SOG. SOG is son of G-Man or son of Gerald.
All right. I thought that's what it meant, and I like that a lot. But I wanted to make sure because, I don't want to offend anybody with this junior status and everything.
Gerald, when you think you might fight again?
Okay, so I was going to get to that. Now, me and my camp, we want to stay busy as possible. Like busy, like fight after fight. So right now we're working on something in Texas, January 22nd. Now that's gonna be on somebody else's fight, on somebody else's show.
Main event card,
Yeah.
okay.
Now, okay, so that's not indefinite right now. But my promoter, Skylar Thompson, who just put the fight on that I had my pro debut on.
Yes.
He is putting together a fight in March the 26th.
Okay.
And that right there is indefinite. That right there is gonna be my next fight if this fight in January don't happen. But
Okay.
in 2022, I want to have at least 8 to 9 fights.
Wow.
All right, you going old school with it. You want to do old school type boxing, huh? Where you fought often.
Listen, this is I've been waiting on this for so long, and now I'm here, and now I'm gonna make sure everybody know who I am. I'm making a name for myself. I mean, people might think or say or feel that I'm gonna be in my father's shadow, but I'm gonna make a name for myself.
Right.
All right, so Linda said great interview, and we got Tara Jackson. She says this man is cute, Sakura. So I mean, keep up the hard work.
Make sure
It's
you come
been
back,
great.
Gerald. Make sure
We
you come
definitely
back.
want to interview you again. Chris, do you have any final words for him?
No, just keep up the good work, man. Keep grinding.
Thank you.
I mean, your father passed the torch to you, and you would take it to another level.
Yes.
I want to give y'all guys my social medias. You can find me on Facebook, Gerald McClellan. Well, my dad probably pop up, and I'll probably pop up too.
Okay.
But Gerald McClellan, and IG, Instagram, Gerald McClellan Jr. _ SOG, all one word.
All right. I think I got you tagged in some things. If you want to go to Boxing PlayHouse and find him, you can do that also. We want to thank Gerald McClellan Jr., with AKA G-Man Jr.,
Man.
SOG. So please make sure you contact us, G, when you want to, have another fight lined up for sure and everything, so we can get you back on.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, Gerald.
Thank you so much for your time.
All right, thanks for having me.
Oh, yeah,
All right.
definitely.
Wow, I like that guy. He's pretty neat. I like the way his hustle and his grind. And I hope that he is able to prove that you can have 8 to 10 fights a year. Because I got some boxes that's saying that it's impossible.
Shoot, ask Mike Tyson old schedule. Hey, Chris, Mike was fighting once a month, wasn't he?
Say again, champ?
No, I'm saying Mike Tyson was fighting once a month at one time, remember?
Yeah, they had to keep him busy and keep him out of trouble.
Right.
Well, speaking of trouble, we are ready for our next guest. Brandon Moore has been trouble from the beginning for a lot of heavyweights in the Tampa Bay area. And now he is being trouble for people outside the area in different states and in different countries. The WBC Silver Champion, we got OJ Brandon Moore in the house. What's up?
What up,
Brandon, can you
my
hear us?
guys and ladies? How y'all doing?
What's
Y'all
up,
can hear me? Can you
Brandon?
hear me?
Yeah,
Yes, we can hear you now. So we see you on the road now, on your way to Orlando. What's going on in Orlando?
Yeah, man. You know I'm going to eat at Chris. I'm going to get a good steak. You know, eat good. I feel good right now, so I'm just going. I'm living a little bit right now. I'm living a little bit.
Okay, and you can do that when you worked hard so far in your career. You've been signed to a new management company, Probellum, baby, and they are international.
Oh yeah.
So please tell us about how it feels to be able to work with Schaefer and his team of people over there at Probellum.
It really feels good. You know, now it's not talk.
Mm-hmm.
It's more just I get to go out there and showcase my talent. They believe in me. I got big money behind me now. So when I talk shit, now you gotta listen.
Yeah, that's a different feeling altogether when you know. Now, we weren't able to watch your WBC Silver Championship win, but please tell us how that feeling was when they put that strap, that first green strap around you.
Man, it felt really good, man. It's crazy though. You win the belts in the gym, you know. So I mean, me being consistent in the gym is really where I knew I was gonna win. So, but it felt real good winning it in front of all the people in Mexico. I mean, and I was able just to take over the city, and now I'm doing my thing.
Brandon, where that belt at? You got it in the car?
Dang, nah, man, I keep the belt. It's crazy. I hung the belt up in the gym. I want everybody in the gym to see it.
Oh, okay.
All right. I mean, that's better than Winky. Winky said he had his in his closet, man. So you're doing better. It's on display at least, you know. Now you did have your first title defense.
Oh yeah,
Was that a week ago?
yeah, definitely. It's on display.
Yeah. Now you had a title defense recently. Was that last weekend or the week before?
Yeah, that was last weekend in Canada.
Okay, so you
I
made your
knocked
way.
the dude out in like a minute and 26 seconds.
Yes. Wow. Now I did see that interview where it was like a quick night. You were on the undercard. What was that for? Better BF? The Better BF fight?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the Better BF Market Down card. Yeah, I was on the undercard for that one.
All right. Tell us how it felt to be on a major undercard like that. That was televised. I believe it was on ESPN Plus.
Man, it really felt good. You know, I was able to be out there, and the crazy part was the arena. Like, I mean, I've never fought in such a big arena, so it's crazy like fighting in Mississippi and these, in these bars, and then you go from fighting outside, and you go and fighting in movie theaters, and now you're in a big arena. I mean, it's a different vibe, man. But I like the lights, man. I love the lights.
Brandon, I want to know what it's like, man, working out with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. I know you've been in a couple of their camps.
Oh yeah, they some big dogs, man. It was real live messing with them. I really fought with Deontay, man. Deontay was really down to earth. Like the last day he was able just to chop it up and give us a lot of advice. His power definitely is real. He didn't hit me with it, but I definitely felt it come by me. Fury, yeah.
We also saw you.
He the truth too, though.
Okay, I was about to say we did see you actually with Tyson Fury in one of his camps, I guess. I know he's supposed to be like really funny guy and always upbeat now. What was your experience with him?
Oh, same, man. Tyson actually, once I got there, he made sure I was a part of the team. So, like, he showed me a lot. He brought me in the ring with about 8 other heavyweights that he was working with.
Whoa.
And his IQ for the game is different. Like, he a lot. I could tell he think the game a lot.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, there's nothing like
Yeah.
having that crunk and
And,
Emmanuel
and,
Stewart
and he
type
got on the
stuff.
boat right after.
He got
That's
what?
really what I want to do, man. He got on the boat. He was in training camp and then got on the yacht at like 3 p.m. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, he was living the life a little bit.
Definitely. And then he whooped Deontay.
Right. Yeah, that was something. We got Tara Jackson. She says, "All these handsome men, Sakura, I need you." Oh, they said they need my job. Hey,
Tell
Brandon.
Tara I said, what's up now?
Well, I guess that is our next question for you, which is, are you single?
Oh, man. You know, man,
Am I getting you in trouble tonight?
I plead the fifth.
Don't do my man like that.
Definitely not, but I plead the fifth. You know,
He pleaded the fifth.
I deal with a lady, you know. Yeah, I deal with a lady, you know. She makes sure all my stuff stay in line. I mean, honestly, I ain't gonna lie to you. I think most females they just want me for what they think they can get. So that's what I think.
Don't say that. Don't say that. There's some women out here. We like a man for what they are inside. There's some of us still left, right, baby?
I believe that's you.
Right, Chris?
I believe that's you. I believe
There's some
that's
left. Right, Chris?
Look, see,
Dennis Fisher, I'll say that.
look at Chris. Chris knows.
I said they were some. I didn't say all now.
I just saying Dennis Fisher. That's all I said.
Chris, you're not going to get in trouble tonight. You're not going to get in
No,
trouble
listen,
tonight.
I'm out that question. But I got to from man Brandon though.
Okay.
No, I see how he was able to work with people like Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Just like how Larry Holmes worked with Joe Frazier and Ali and became the world champion. What are your big plans for 2022? What do you see in the near future?
So this has been let's talk about this year real quick. So I got 11 fights in about 11 months. So I've been fighting every month type thing.
Okay.
And now it's going into, you know, I signed the contract and now I got, you know, minimum fights. I'm gonna be fighting a certain many times a year, this, that, and the third. And they believe in me. So I think they're gonna put me into some tough fights. Definitely these next couple fights gonna be some tough fights. I mean, at least that's what they're gonna say that they are. But I'm just going there and handle business, man. I mean, I really don't see a lot of heavyweights that can deal with me. I done been in there with all the best ones, and if you ask them what happened, they'll tell you it wasn't sweet.
You know what? Oh my gosh. You know, you just reminded me of that one fight where the guy was fighting you and he had like a major tantrum during the actual fight. Do you remember that? In Plant City.
Oh yeah, Versailles.
Oh, medley broke out.
Man, when you start beating these grown men and they start acting like children.
Well, he could not take that ass whooping. He really couldn't. I'm telling you. I've never seen anything like that.
The crazy part is, like, I mean, you know, I talk trash, you know, I do my thing, but I really know for a fact I'm in the gym way more than most heavyweights, really more than most boxers in general. So I just make sure, like, I'm talking what I'm really doing. I'm not playing with it. I'm doing what I say, and that's just what it is.
Yes, you be causing a lot of different things to happen. Because I remember one time I actually did an interview with you behind the scenes in the locker room, and I ended up getting into it with somebody because they was interrupting my interview with you. You know you don't do those type of things.
Oh man, I plead the fifth.
I know you remember it, and I know you remember the players. But they got the business that night. They really did.
Oh my goodness.
Don't try me. Don't try me. Yeah. Only thing that stopped me and held me back was the fact that you had that gorgeous daughter of yours with you. How is she doing these days?
Oh, she good, man. You know, I make sure I spoil her and make sure I just teach her how she's supposed to be treated and how she's supposed to act.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I just bought her 3 dogs, so she love that.
Oh. What kind?
Yeah. Cane Corsos.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So I did that a little bit. So I'm just, I'm just dibbling, dabbling in different things. I'm seeing a whole different light of different people.
Okay.
So
That's always good. Now tell me a little bit about your training team. Have you guys introduced anybody new, or have you introduced any new techniques, as you grow as a boxer?
I mean, the great thing about my gym is so many people come in and they have their different style, and my coach is real open to me learning different styles. So me and my coach will work on certain things, and it's Marco is my coach, by the way. He number one in my heart, for real. He the first one that believed in me. He been working with me since I started. He's my number one coach type. But I mean, I got Charles Whitaker in there, former world champion.
Oh wow!
I got Joel
Okay.
in there. Like, I get so many different looks. Yeah, I get so many different looks. It's crazy.
Wait a minute. Is that Whitaker versus Reynard? That Whitaker?
Oh yeah, Whitaker took his money, just so you know that.
I'm ready for that rematch, man. That shit was balling. Like, that was crazy. I love that fight. I was like, dang, look at them doing the business.
No, it really was. I heard.
Yeah, they stole the show that night for sure, and that was in downtown St. Pete. Tell Charles I'm looking for him. He'll know what I'm talking about.
To the Cayman Islands.
Tell Charles I'm looking for him. He know what I'm talking about. So, before we wrap things up with you, Brandon, we don't want to keep you too long from your Orlando romantic dinner.
Yeah, they said our Orlando romantic dinner shows.
I don't want to keep you too long, but the main thing I want to get at right now is, do you see yourself ever fighting someone that is out there, that's, that has a name already established, a King Kong, a Dillian White, any of those players? Say that again, baby.
Y'all know who Trevor Bryan is?
Yeah.
That's who I'm trying to get an ass up to.
Oh, okay.
No, that's really who that's really looking for. I'm gonna keep calling him out, like, cause right now he got the Florida title. Right now he got the Florida title, but I need Florida to know that I'm really the only heavyweight out there for real.
Okay. I mean, I can see that. I dig it. I mean, do you think
So
that's
if you
something
see Trevor, you
that's
let
gonna
him know
happen?
that I want him.
Okay.
All right, but I'm saying, do you see that as something that your team is gonna want to do and make official?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we got Pro Bellum. Like, we've been calling this man out for months and years, really. I mean, we got Pro Bellum behind us. We got the money behind us. So we just gonna pay him. He's gonna have to take that ass with him.
All right, I like it.
Your card is good until 5:29 a.m. and then you need to show the time exit, okay?
Okay.
Well, thank you guys. We about to go into this spot.
Yes.
I hate to cut it short, but I love y'all. Thank y'all so much.
Brandon.
And Boston PlayHouse.
man.
Just so you know, man. Thank you so much for being at my first fight. Cause I remember that. That was crazy. Thank y'all for real. Because so many people want me to be there. Like, they want to be there now. And I'm like, y'all wasn't there in the first fight.
Hey, we there all the way, Brandon. And when you get that world title fight, we gonna be there.
Yeah, when you get that other world champion fight, we're going to make sure that we in the house. Just make sure you keep us abreast. Thank you so much. You can find Brandon Moore on IG and Facebook for sure. And we'll see you next time when you come visit us, Brandon. Thank you so much.
Oh, can I say one more thing, too? Can I say one more thing?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
My name is OJ, simply only because I'm from Florida. Orange juice, baby. I'm expressing motherfucking orange juice.
Oh, no, you sound like trouble to me. You sound like trouble. Trouble.
You know who did it.
All right, thanks, Florida.
Brandon.
We appreciate you.
Later.
Okay, Chris, we had a great night, man. We met some really great talent that's out here representing boxing well. as well as yourself, representing the professional side of the sport with the Boxing Commission here in Florida. Do you have anything else you want to say to us and say to the fans before we end this beautiful night?
Well, I would like to thank the fans for keep supporting, not just Florida boxing, but boxing in general. And for Boxing Playhouse, y'all keep doing what y'all been doing and covering the sport. Y'all getting it from the mud, and y'all unique, have your own flavor and own style, and just keep on pushing.
Hey, appreciate that, Chris.
Appreciate it, Chris. We're trying to do the best we can. We hope that all of our followers and supporters also support you as well, and vice versa. I know that the Paul and Woodley drama of it all is a little hard to take when you know the inside scoops on everything, and there's just so much that you can tell us as a referee, and I respect that. But I know it's kind of difficult to sit back and know the truth about certain things and not be able to like literally say things that you know. So I hope I was a little light on you tonight, even though you know I can't be much tougher.
I truly appreciate it. But I'm just happy that people, the boxers that was on the card, like your Amanda Serrano and Leon Love and Yumar Alamo, got a chance to display their skills at a very high level on Showtime. I know Amanda Serrano, as far as skill set, was the best fighter on the card. And she's fought all over the world, but to be able to display her skills at that level, I do applaud Showtime for allowing that. Instead of making this a circus, this is an actual legit boxing event that just had Woodley and Paul main eventing. But overall, I mean, it was sold out. The fans loved it. You was able to combine the social media world, the boxing world, the hardcore fans, MMA, and they were all able to see fighters like, Leon Love, who's been on the back end of his career, is trying to get back. Maybe one more time, maybe those fans convert over to his fans and put boxing back on mainstream again instead of being a tight pay-per-view niche. That's all.
Yes, but I need these people to take a break with this pay-per-view shenanigans. My pockets is hurting from all these pay-per-views, starting from Fury Wilder. Since then, all the way through the end of the year, it's been pay-per-view.
Chris a pay-per-view star now.
Well, Chris is even a pay-per-view star. Yes.
Chris a pay-per-view star.
And you're right, Amanda Serrano, she was the best on the card. She beat the brakes off her opponent to the point where she was just unrecognizable by the end of the fight. And the skill level was very plentiful, and she had a lot of different looks that she showed us in that performance. So she definitely lived up to her moment to shine on that card. And Tampa Bay, wow, who would have thought it would take a YouTuber to get you guys to come out and support a boxing event? I'm going to need for you guys to take that same damn energy and bring your ass to a fight in which these men have prepared their entire life to put on a boxing clinic for you. So that's my only thing that I have to say negative about the fight, is that them same type of fans, I need you to get that same energy when it comes time for you to see more professional fights that don't end with a Paul at the end. So, with that being said, Chris, I had to do it. Okay, I was good all the show.
You wouldn't be superb if you didn't do it.
John, give you a shout out, Chris. John, what's the?
Yeah, Western John.
Shout out to
what's happening,
Chris.
Yes, and shout out to John. Prayers for you and your family through the holidays. Yes. Merry Christmas to everyone. Chris, go ahead and give everybody your social media information.
Well, on Instagram and on Twitter, you can follow me on @GF of Boxing.
Yes.
Where can I get your book at, Chris?
You can go to blurb.com, or you can go on Amazon, but preferably on blurb.com.
Blurb?
Yeah, blurb.com.
Okay.
You just type my name, it'll pop up.
All right. So if you're interested in being an official with the Boxing Commission. Chris has a book out here that's going to show you and tell you the ins and outs you need to know, so you'll be prepared for that, come up and be able to like really participate in a meaningful way. So, my mouth is too big to be in the Boxing Commission. Otherwise, I think I would probably be a good judge. What you think?
Yeah, I agree, baby.
Listen, it's never too
Chris,
late.
what you think? You think I'll be a good judge?
You just can't do both. You can do it. You gotta give up boxing playhouse.
Uh-oh.
Right. I mean, I just wanted to prove a point that I could be a judge if I wanted to be, but my mouth is too big for that. Because I'm not going to shut up about things I see that is wrong. So
Nobody tell you not to.
I can't turn the other cheek. Hell no. Don't get it back from me. Oh, you know what? While I got you here, the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame is coming up January 8th. That's Saturday at Fort Myers, Florida location for SJC Boxing. It's also the home of the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame Museum. And we're going to find out who those inductees are for 2022. Are you excited, Chris?
I'm big time excited. I'm just trying to figure out how they're going to outdo last year's. Cause think about who all got inducted last year. Glenn Johnson, Tony Tarver, Jamil McCline, Alex Levin, all these great guys.
Yeah, Glenn Johnson.
Danny Santiago.
Santiago, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the list goes on and on, so I'm really intrigued.
I was wondering, I was going to ask you, is it you? Are you getting inducted?
No. I got a long way to go. And hopefully one day I can be mentioned amongst the elite. But right now I'm still grinding, trying to give everybody a good product, keep the fighter safe.
Absolutely. I feel the same way. I'm here for it. I want to support all of the inductees and give them their flowers while they're alive. And also, don't talk about my man Steve Canton no more. I don't know who you are, but
I saw that.
You can't be talking shit about Steve. He is one of the nicest and most amazing people in the sport of boxing for Florida, at least that I know of. And don't disrespect him no more, because we're going to all come for you if you do. You really don't want that. Am I right, Chris?
You ain't lying.
Baby, you right?
Can't talk about my man.
Yeah, you can't talk about Ken like that. What's the hell wrong with people? And Bob neither. They can't talk about Bob Alexander. They can't. Mary Alexander. They can't talk about none of them.
That's a top class organization.
Right.
Exactly, and they put in a lot of hard work in order to pull off these events. So if you guys can make it to Fort Myers, make sure you check out that particular show. You also have on January 7th in Orlando, T&K Boxing's Arrieta. Josue Arrieta. He's going to be on the main event showbox card there in Orlando, Florida at the Caribe Royale. Caribe Royale. So I hope you guys are ready, because we are starting out 2022 with some super talented people and new prospects, as well as referees like Christopher Young.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I do encourage all the young prospects and the young boxers in the Bay Area, our youth from around the world, to go to the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame announcement. And go to the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame induction this summer, because you get a chance to learn or pick up some jewels for the legends from yesteryear, to be able to get stuff that's not in the book. There's some things that you cannot get out of the book, so if they can just get there and, what I'm saying, you got steel sharpens steel. And I think that'd be a great way. That's how I was able to meet the late, great Jimmy Williams. And every time he spoke, man, I just sat down, sometimes I had to kneel down, listen to those wise words of what he saw, when he came up, and when he used to dance back in the day in New York. All those little tidbits that you don't get no more. Don't wait until you read about an obituary. Get it while it's still here.
Right. You're absolutely right. And that's the thing about it, is it's an opportunity to learn more about the sport that we all love. When we go to these things, no matter how much knowledge we do have, we always are actually learning more and more about boxing, especially with your classes that you guys have at the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame weekend, and you definitely learn more about different fighters that you might not have had your radar on, but were still very successful in their careers. So they definitely deserve that attention, I believe.
And I think you as Boxing Playhouse, y'all bridge that gap between the youngs and the distinguished. So I think y'all play a very major role of the Florida Boxing Hall of Fame getting bigger and bigger. So that's why I've always applauded y'all, because y'all know what it's about.
Wow, we appreciate that, Chris.
Thank you, Chris. We appreciate that. We got a natural love and passion for it, and we just love the camaraderie and the family of boxing that we've been able to be a part of and be accepted in. So that's a big thing for us.
Chris, you had a hell of a year, 2022, man.
Yeah, man.
2023, how you gonna outdo yourself?
Right.
Dude, I don't know, man. I'm going to claim it. I'm hoping 2022 we keep getting bigger and bigger. I'm just happy that the state of Florida is finally getting some shine, because it can't be only New York, Texas, California, Nevada. There's a lot of boxing in Florida as well.
Okay.
I mean, we have all these cities with Tampa, Orlando, Miami, Jacksonville, all the points in between. We got boxing here. So I'm glad that we're able to show them.
Hub.
And we have competent officials to officiate these fights.
And we have great media and marketing services to accommodate your events here in Florida.
That's right. So all these big promoters, y'all make sure y'all pick up on Boxing Playhouse.
Oh, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Well, we're going to wish you a Merry Christmas, as well as all your family. And as well, please let the Florida Boxing Commission, let them know that we wish them a happy Christmas as well. And we can't wait for 2022 to see what the Florida Boxing Commission is going to be up to for all of the year, because it seems like it's probably going to be a very busy year.
Yes. I bought me 3 extra uniforms, just in case if I have the back-to-back.
Oh, wow. Ain't that amazing? God is good.
Yes, he is all the time.
All right, so for all our fans, please make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, IG, TikTok, YouTube, baby. And then, of course, you can go and see some of our articles and different things that we target as far as events that's coming up on boxingplayhouse.com. Till next time, we'll see you for a new year. That'll be our last show for the year, in which we'll be talking about who was the best, who was the worst, and who we should be watching out for in 2022. Like, for example, Keith Thurman, who's got a fight coming up in February, as well as some newbies. Like, I want to see what Boots is up to next year.
Boots.
Yes. They don't want to see him.
And then, of course, now we got to look out for G-Man in the house. G-Man Jr. is in the house. Yes, we got to see him and see what he has in store. Because let me tell you, from what I saw, he does have a killer instinct.
There's a card on.
It runs in the bloodline.
Yes, and there also is a card on Christmas night you can check out as well. Who is it?
I forgot who the card is.
Oh, how you going to?
I know somebody fighting Christmas, though. I can't think of who it is.
Okay.
In Florida?
Well, just make sure you check out Christmas night. It's going to be a fight card coming to you. And you can find out more information. We'll just have it on Boxing Playhouse. And then we also want to thank all of our guests, which is G-Man Jr. and the WBC Silver Heavyweight Champion, Brandon Moore. So until next time, we'll see you for the end of the year show. Let's go ahead and say our nights goodbye, Chris.
All right, y'all take it easy. Merry Christmas.
All right, same to you, Chris, and a Happy New Year if we don't see each other.
Most definitely.
And a Happy New Year. Make sure you check us out next Thursday, Chris, because we might mention you as the champion of the year.
Welcome to the house. You know what they talking about. Word of mouth. The Boxing Playhouse, without a doubt. All the latest and greatest boxing news, that's what it's all about.